So Flodesk has just launched a brand new tool and we are going to test drive it together. So it's called Flodesk Studio and it's not so much supposed to be a tool as a place to work. So let's go find out what that means, what that looks like, and how we can use it. So first things first, I'm going to click sign in with Flodesk because I obviously am a Flodesk user. They are importing my brand stuff, which is handy, but you could, right, if you're not a Flodesk user, go import like your logo and your business name, and like obviously it's having me update some stuff here. So once you're happy with your branding stuff, you can check your colors. They allow you to check your fonts, and they do this thing they called font mapping. So you can decide like what do you want to be your heading, your subheading, your body, all of that sort of stuff. And I really like that it allows you to set the case because I am a person who likes to do all caps for headings and things like that. So that's something that I was like, oh, I think that's going to save me a lot of time. So from there, it lets you add a branded image or like a bio image. And I'm just dropping in one that I use on my website. So now we're all set and we're all branded, and let's test out the email part of this. So I'm going to tell it I want a sales email. So down in the bottom where it says like try recommended prompt, but I want it to be specific about a sales email for the back to school sale, which of course hasn't been announced yet. And I don't know if it's actually happening or when it's actually happening or what the discount will be, but it feels like a safe assumption because TPT usually does that. So let's give them a prompt to do a sale on a particular product. It turns out, apparently, giving it the link doesn't actually tell it what was in the bundle, so I'm going to go copy and paste the description for them. All right, so we're ready to roll. We have 3 options to look at, and let's just check them out together. So here's option number 1. It's just got the bio image of me. I don't know if it's like, I'm sure I could just upload other images. It looks like it just kind of popped in the description, although it's going between bulleted lists and like chunks of text. I really like this format here with this heart stuff, but I'm going to see if I can tweak the icons to match, which was easy, but then I lost the chat menu over on the side. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, I lost the email entirely. There we go. Okay. So this is the first email that they created for me, and I can see right away that there's a few little detail things that I would need to fix. Like obviously I would want pictures of the product itself instead of my face, and what's included is perfect. I usually would use orange instead of red, but that's an easy button, and there's the actual font. I don't know why they didn't use the font from my branding stuff, but like that was an easy fix, so no problem. And I'm going to delete this other stuff because I don't want links to other things in a sales email, but hey, for like, that was a really good start. So option number 2 has a little bit of a different header. It's still that same picture because they only have the one picture of me, but it's easy enough to update. This one looks a lot more text heavy. The bulleted list is kind of funny to me because that should really be like, I don't know, 9 or 10 bullet points, not 4. So it looks like they put in a list, but then also bulleted the list. So that's just a quick tweak. And I like how it says dates and dates here. So like I said, I don't know when the actual sale is or if it'll happen, but that's an easy update. I don't know, I always put in the first name thing, but I don't know, maybe Studio doesn't do that. So you have to wait till you export it to the email system. They also put in a review, but I'm not sure if that's a real review or not. So I'd have to go double check that and just make sure, because obviously I don't want to send out like, oh, this person said, and then find out that they didn't say. And on to option number 3, this one again looks way more text heavy. There's a lot of pictures of me, but I mean, I don't have images handy of this thing that I'm going to sell. So yeah, but just looking at it, I think that I like the first generated option the best. There's a couple of things I need to tweak, like that's not the right sale price. I'm just going to go through and play with like kind of updating some of those things. I feel like it's going to be relatively easy to just kind of plug and play the right information where it goes. And like I said, if I had pictures available, I would go update those too. So let's pretend it's all updated, and we're just going to go ahead and click export, and we're going to send it over to Flodesk just to see what happens. The instructions and the information say that you can export it to other services. Obviously, I don't use other services, so I don't have them connected, but I would assume you just connect them and then click that export, and then you can go see it in the service where you are. So here's the final export. It looks like it's just one block in Flodesk, but over on the right side it says, oh, you can just click the button to go back and edit it in Studio. So when I have those dates and those pictures, easy peasy. That was cool. That was fast. This is something I haven't done before, but I liked the wording on most of it, just a few little tweaks here and there. Definitely something that I would say is worth playing with in the future.